Gentlemen, we're joined by head coach Mikey Varas. Mikey, if we could just start off with the first question here. Big matchup coming up against Minnesota, single elimination match. Kind of talk about the mentality going into this game and kind of how you see the group in preparation this week for that.
Yeah, we play another final together, and we love these moments. These are moments where you get to play with real pressure of finality, and you know that if you win, your season continues. And our objective right now is to make sure that coming off of the international window that we've changed that chip and that we're the more prepared team.
Mikey, it's almost pretty much a 2-week break from your last game to this next one on Monday. What are the positives from having that kind of like rest with some players maybe getting back to being 100%? Or what are some of the challenges as well from waiting 2 weeks for another match? Yeah,
we look at it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to get some guys recovered after a very physical first-round series. But also, we really believe in our training environment. So we also look at it as time to prepare for the game.
And then Anders Dreyer was sent back from Denmark due to an illness. Is he fully available for this next match on Monday, as well as Chucky Lozano, who left with an injury?
Yes.
When you have this much time to prepare for someone, you can almost start overthinking things, like we're going to try something different here. Where do you find that line between sticking with we have time to rest and prepare and get as ready as we can versus maybe we're starting to dip into the realm of now we're thinking too much or getting too cute?
Yeah, I think that we've always talked about keeping things simple and not getting in our own way. So we know Minnesota well, and we know what we feel are the most important things from the last 2 games that we played them that are going to give us the best chances of winning. And we hammer the basics. It's not about tinkering so much as you just get some extra repetitions in a game picture that will potentially some parts look similar to the last series, but other parts look drastically different.
Mikey, the status of Chucky, will he be available?
Yeah.
So he's doing well?
Yeah, he's healthy. He's available for selection.
Your thoughts about the international break during the MLS postseason? How much of a headache is that, or was it not?
It is what it is. Everybody's got the same rules and guidelines. We saw it as an opportunity to get some really good training in to prepare for the game.
Did you watch any of the matches during the break?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. What's that like? Just watching? Do you watch as a coach? Do you try to be a fan? How does that work?
It's very difficult not to watch as a coach anymore, but I try to watch as a fan, especially when I'm watching these guys play for their country or watching the U.S. or Chile play.
You made it through, obviously, a tough 3-game series. How much does strategy change when it's a 1-game winner-take-all situation, but then with the overtime added in if it is tied at the end of regulation?
Yeah, I think staying consistent is the most important thing for us. Of course, being prepared for the type of game that we think it'll be, and we've already been here before because we played a do-or-die game against in the first round, and I think in the long run that was very beneficial because it's our first time doing that together as a group, and now we know who we are going into these kind of matches.
The potential for another 30 minutes, does that alter your substitution pattern or timing at all?
You will have to always make the subs based on what the game is asking, and you know. You've been following us all season, and life throws you curveballs all the time. Of course, if you can hold some later, it's always an advantage to have those cards to play in the overtime.
What is playing at home worth in a game like this?
That's massive. Playing in front of your fans, get to do it with all of that energy, going for you. Mm-hmm. And they've been so amazing. Frontera, all of the fans just bringing an electric energy to these games.
But your guys' record on the road has actually been better this year. Any way to explain that?
We go to win every single game, I think, and the guys are brave to play no matter where or who or what's going on. We don't really have an excuse mentality in this culture. So I think. You play different types of games away because teams play with a bit more initiative when they're in their home. Mm-hmm. We always play the same, but I think the team has done fantastic performances at home. So we're really happy to be playing in front of our fans.
Right, so if you had a choice, you'd much rather be at home than?
No question.
Again, how much of a priority was it for you to keep Luca Bombino here and not let him go back to LAFC?
Yeah, that was a no-brainer, I think.
And an opponent's known for being solid on set pieces like Minnesota. How much is that extra like preparation to make sure you guys are defending set pieces at the top of your game?
Yeah, we're a club that prioritizes set pieces, defending and attacking anyways, so we've done it all season, but Minnesota also is, so it's definitely going to be one of the key components of this game, and we'll be prepared for it.
Going back to Bombino, do you look at him and just kind of forget he's a teenager?
No. You know, he's a teenager. I mean, I've had a lot of experience working with players of different ages, and I think I'm not surprised. Young guys with talent and who are super motivated, I think I said this when I was first hired, they'll always pleasantly surprise you. And he's just another example of that.
Of course, like injury and illness, that all comes with the territory and it's normal, but when things happen like that to your two top players, does it kind of put in perspective how much of an asset they are? I know it's normal, but...
Yeah, we don't take anybody for granted, here it's everybody who's pulling in the same direction, and of course, you know, the guys who are starters and play big minutes for you, of course, you never take them for granted. But we also don't overthink it, because the international window comes and goes, and life's going to throw you what life throws you. And the most important thing is, of course, you can be hopeful and prepared for the best case scenario, but you got to be ready to deal with whatever life throws at you in any given moment. The good news is both of them are healthy and available, which is, for me, best case scenario.
How long did it take you to kind of come to terms with, hey, it is what it is, when it comes to things like injuries, the international break, all that?
I mean, I've worked for the national team and I've worked in the club setting, so I think I have a unique perspective on these things, because for the national teams, it's the same thing. You know, they have a roster selected, and then you have to play one more weekend of games, and it always changes. So what I found is it's not useful energy to be trying to force the perfect scenario. It's better just to take a deep breath, be prepared for whatever happens.
With rain expected again, and then a football game on Saturday night, any concern about the quality or of the pitch that might be there on Monday morning?
Yeah, I mean, there will be obviously a football game played on it 2 days before, so that'll be a challenge for the grounds crew. We have all the confidence in the world that they'll be doing everything possible, working day and night to make sure the field's in best conditions, you know, we'll just take it for what it is, and we'll be ready for whatever challenge. Ideally, it's in perfect condition, and if it's not in perfect condition, we'll be ready for that also.
I know you had mentioned earlier that slick fields, when you're playing on turf, really help you guys. What about a slick field when you're playing on grass?
Yeah, slick fields, fast fields, always good for us. Okay. A smooth and fast field, we feel like it's a competitive advantage for our passing and the way that we move on around the field.
That was especially true against the Minnesota team that doesn't really focus on possession all that much.
I think it's true against pretty much every team, because we like a fast game. But yeah, I think a faster game against Minnesota, who wants to slow the game down, for sure is applicable.
Thank you, Mikey.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whenever you guys are ready, you can take it away.
Amahl, how's the team feeling after passing the first round, going into the conference semifinals now? How's the team feeling just playing together, having the international players back again?
Good to see the guys that went for the national teams, and congrats to Amahl for making the World Cup. And yeah, it's nice to see them again. And it has been boring almost 2 weeks now without playing games, so we're really looking forward for Monday. And Monday can't come fast enough. As a football player, this is the worst period when it's national break in between there. So now we're really looking forward for every day that's coming, and we have been training really good here. The guys that have been home, and yeah, we're looking forward for the game.
Is a break like this more beneficial or more detrimental?
It can be both, but of course it's not only on us, it's the same for Minnesota. But I think it's more like a mental thing to be on top of of your game and to really be on top of all the trainings we have, because sometimes it can feel like you're not training for anything because it's 2 weeks for a game. But here in San Diego, it have the mentality and the coaching staff is amazing to use every day as a day to become a better player, a better team. So it's easy going over here.
You haven't played a whole lot of games at Snapdragon Stadium yet, but being able to have the playoffs, an elimination game in front of that crowd, what is it like? What big a difference do they make?
The 2 games we had home in the playoffs was amazing. The stadium was on fire. It was electric, and I really loved it. And it was from the warm-ups, and you just feel like you almost are one more player on the field, and it helps us to have a crowd like that on your back. So really cool to play those kind of games on a full stadium, and the stadium will be full again. So we know that it will be crazy over there on Monday.
As a goal scorer, when you're facing a team that's known for defense and counterattacks, how's that calculus go in your head? Like, you want to be aggressive, but you don't want to open up the door for them to do something by making a mistake.
Every team have their kind of playing style, and Minnesota is a really good defensive team, but they have quality in the team too. They are really good on the counterattacks, and they are a really strong team in the set pieces. So it's a hard task, but we're really looking forward to the game and to show ourselves, and we can show ourselves in a better way than we did one of my first games we played against them when I came here, when we lost 3-0, 3-1 or something.
In that game, though, did the score tell the whole story? And you guys did a lot of things really well in that game?
No. If you go on FootMob and watch the results, and if you were at the stadium and watched the game, it's two completely answered for the question. I felt we were really good, but we didn't score goals, and if you don't score goals, you don't win the game. And that's what Minnesota was better against us that game. They scored on those few chances they had, and they killed us in the counters. So that's something we have to be aware of and do much better this time.
I see you're wearing the protection on your wrist. Anything happened the last 2 weeks, or is it for your thumb?
Oh, no. I had a bad surgery there in 2019, so it's just to be cautious.
It looks like your goal-scoring touch really surfaced once you got to San Diego. Was it playing in this system, in this environment, that's kind of unlocked you again?
Yes, and I come to a place where I have a coaching staff and teammates that believe in me, and that's easy to be a player with confidence again on the field. And just the environment, how we train here, and the kind of reputations you get, like game-wise, you get them a lot here in the trainings. So just to come on those in those kind of situations have been good, and I'm starting to feel more and more as the old player I was before I came to the US, and now I'm feeling that I'm showing who I am.
You like playing in the rain?
What?
Do you like playing in the rain?
Rain?
Yeah.
Do you know where I came from before? Yes. It's raining 350 days a year over there, so rain is no problem.
Does that help with your guys' style? Mikey talked about a slick field really helping, you guys play the way you want to play. Do wet fields help you?
The field gets fast, so it's no problem. But as a football player, you have to adapt in all kind of situation. But if it's going to rain on Monday, it's no problem. I just tell my family to bring the umbrella and some big coats, and yeah, then we are ready.
How does it feel for you hearing maybe fans asking for you to start, or even like DP signings like Chucky Lozano? You quickly kind of gained the fan base, scoring a lot of goals in the last recent game. So how does it feel kind of hearing that?
No, I'm not thinking so much about that. The only thing I'm thinking about is to be a good teammate and to help my teammates, but to have the backing from the fans, of course, it gives you confidence. But we are a big group here, and it's a lot of players that really deserves the chance to get more minutes and to play the games. You have Alex, you have David, and many more players. So you have to be on top of your game here, or if not, you don't play. So to have a big group like this it's a blessing for a team.
How do you feel your and Chucky's games are similar, and how are they different in terms of your styles? When you're
One more time?
Comparing yourself and Chucky Lozano, like how are you similar and how are you different on the field, and how does the team react when you guys are in the match?
Of course, we are two completely different players, but he has some amazing qualities in the one-against-one situations. He's a goal scorer, he's an assist maker, and he's a really good player, and that's why he was one of the first signings for the team. So yeah, we just hope that he will bring everything he have for these games, and that will benefit us.
Thank you, Pele.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So many cameras.
Guys, we're joined by defender Luca Bombino. Luca, I would just ask you, big week, made your move to San Diego officially permanent. Just tell us about what it's been like for you this season, and then just on making the move permanent.
It's been super exciting. I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity that San Diego has given me. It's been a whirlwind of a year, a lot of change, but a lot of success also, both on and off the field as a player, as a person. And I'm really grateful to the staff for the confidence they've given me. And coming from a situation where the pathway wasn't super clear in LA, I mean, obviously I was very grateful for all the time and effort that they've put into me as well. But I knew that the opportunity in San Diego was just so great, and I'm really happy with how it's gone so far, and I'm excited for more.
How special is it for you to play in a club that really believes in the youth, like SanDiego.FC is doing this season?
It's incredible. I mean, you can see, not only with myself, but there are a lot of other young players that we've brought in that have proven themselves and shown what kind of impact they can make. And yeah, it's great to have, like I said before, the confidence from the coaches, the other players, and the fans as well. They know that age is just a number. If you can do it, what is required of you on the field, then you can do it. It's great. It's really fun.
At what point did you think this was for sure going to happen?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was kind of, there wasn't one day where I was like, okay, this is definitely going to happen, but I was hoping it would, From the first week I got here, I could feel the energy of this place, and the competitive environment has pushed me to develop at a rate that I didn't, foresee. And it's like I said, it's so much fun to play here with the boys, and it's a really special group that we've got here, not just the players, but the staff as well. It's like one big family, so yeah.
I don't know what he told you, but Mikey just called the decision a no-brainer. What does that make you feel?
That makes me feel happy. Yeah, it feels good. Mikey and the whole coaching staff have really made my learning process feel incredibly smooth from day one. I was told, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes in training, like just keep working, keep putting your head down and grinding, and opportunities will come. And to play in a place like that is really special.
You're obviously a regular starter, one of the most important players in the team, to be honest. What's something you've learned along the way that you kind of like is stuck with you now?
I think for me, consistency is vital. that's been shown that week in, week out, if we can keep our level and keep the intensity high, the clarity high, the technical decisions at a high standard, then I think we're a very, very hard team to beat. And I've learned that throughout the year. I think training has pushed us to be very, how do I say this? Training has pushed us to be very intentional with what we do day in and day out. And I think that prepares us very well for the game on the weekend and playing in front of the fans, because you can't really recreate the high pressure situations you'll be in, but if you can recreate the moments where, hold on, can we restart this? Yeah, thank you, man. Just talking into a vortex there. Sorry, what was the question again?
The best thing you've learned so far this season?
The best thing I've learned so far this season is definitely consistency is key. We work day in and day out to keep our level high, and we know that if we keep working at a high level in training, then when we get to the time to play in front of the fans, then our quality will show.
Is there any extra motivation playing Minnesota in the semifinals, knowing last time they were at home, they beat you guys 3-1?
I mean, for sure, there's that in the head, but I think we have to push that aside and just focus on us. We know that the energy from the fans will be there, and we're going to match that level. We're going to come out flying, and I think that the intensity will be shown within the first minute, within the first tackle. So there will be not much mentally from the last time that we played them at home, because we know that if we can control what we can control and we can keep our quality high, then we have nothing to worry about.
How big is the home field advantage?
Oh, it's huge. We have a 12th player. The fans are incredible week in and week out. Non-stop chanting. We can hear them when we make a good tackle, cheering us on. So it's everything to us, and we really appreciate it.
When facing an opponent like Minnesota, that's probably not going to have the ball in possession a lot, but when they do, they're going to try to strike quickly. How do you approach that mentally to make sure you're ready when they decide they're going for it?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I said earlier with consistency. If you can keep your mind switched on for preparing for the best, but also preparing for what if, for me as a fullback, I know that I always have to be on the front foot, ready to make a run in behind if the team needs me, or to be on the back foot and ready to go the other way if there's a counterattack. So just staying switched on is very important.
Is there a sense of pride within the back line, knowing that it's 3 rookies essentially starting for the most part every playoff game this season with you, Dua, and Kilcher at the right back position?
Absolutely. I mean, defending is, I think pride is a key value of defending. As a fullback or a center back, your job is to make sure that the attackers have unlimited freedom to go forward, and you know that if they make a mistake, no worries, we have your back, So I don't think having a young back line defines us. I think what defines us is the pride we have in our defending.
Any more questions? Thanks, Luca. We can do both English and Spanish, but we'll go with English questions first, whenever you're ready.
Pablo, how's the team feeling going into this match on a Monday?
We're feeling good. It's actually beneficial for us for the match to be on Monday, because we have a little bit more time to work with the group, with everybody that's coming back from international duty. So yeah, it's actually a good thing for us.
How do you feel like taking on a leadership role, kind of like in the team, being the starting goalkeeper, commanding that back line as well, and against a team like Minnesota who is going to try to slow the game down?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel confident in my ability. I think that the team is working really well. We have a very solid back line who's been amazing all year, so I feel really comfortable stepping in and playing with them.
Another set-piece question about Minnesota, since a lot of times you're going to be trying to organize. Can you talk us through a little bit about what that process is like, just studying them and preparing for the bread and butter of what they try to do?
Yeah, we know they're a team that's very good at set pieces, so we're going to be ready for that. We're going to obviously work on it during the week and just be best prepared as possible.
Does it get a little challenging knowing that even on throw-ins, still kind of make those set pieces as well, with Boxel just being able to launch it into the box?
Yeah, it's definitely a particular challenge that this team poses, but like I said, we're preparing for it this week, so I think we're going to be ready for it come Monday.
How optimistic are you that you can come away with a win?
I think we're very optimistic. Anytime we play in front of our fans, we always think we can put in a great showing because of the support that they give us and because of how we work during the week, so I'm very optimistic that we can come out with a win.
another format change in this round, right? You go overtime and then do a shootout. As a goalie, is that better than going straight to a shootout, or what do you prefer?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think that the way we play, we can wear teams down just because of how dominant we can be with the ball. So if it does go to overtime, I think we still have an advantage there.
What does the prospect of a penalty shootout mean to you, being able to do that in front of the fans now?
Yeah, of course, if it gets to a penalty shootout, I think we're going to be ready. We're preparing for that as well. So obviously playing in front of our fans is always, like I said, very special. Having La Frontera behind us, having our supporter group would be an amazing thing, but hopefully we can win it in 90 minutes.
How's CJ doing, and how much can he help you prepare, and what's that conversation like?
Yeah, CJ's doing better. He's been very supportive of me the whole year, like I've been of him, and he's doing a little bit better. Obviously, he had the surgery already, so he still has a little bit to go, but he's getting better every day.
And you talk during the week and stuff. Is that?
Yeah. We always, like I said, we have a very supportive relationship that we've had all year. No matter who's been playing, we've always been supportive of each other. So it's great that he's back and feeling a little bit better.
How is that teamwork now with Durant Ferry, who's the backup goalkeeper now? How is that relationship between him? Obviously, he's very young at 18 years old, but with the possibility that he could somehow, forbid anything happens, right, he could get minutes as well for a match like this.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's a young goalkeeper, but he's got a lot of talent, a big upside. So I think that if anything were to happen, he'd be prepared because he works very well during the week, so he'd be ready for the opportunity if it came to him.
Any more questions?